हेलो।
हाँ।
हेलो। Sir, shall we start? Dean, sir?
Ma'am, just 2 3 minutes, ma'am. Just 11
Okay,
5.
sir.
11.
Yes. So shall we start now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In learning, we grow. In sharing, we rise. Together, we reach for endless skies. A very good morning to one and all. It's an immense pleasure and honor to extend a warm welcome on behalf of Galgotias University to the 5 days International E-Faculty Development Program on Drug Design, Delivery and Development, organized by School of Medical and Allied Sciences, Department of Pharmacy, Galgotias University, in association with the University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia, and Equipline Technologies Private Limited, Ghaziabad. To begin this wonderful academic journey, let us extend a heartfelt welcome to all our eminent resource persons, distinguished academicians, and enthusiastic participants who have joined us virtually from different parts of the globe. Your presence has truly added value to this international platform of learning and collaboration. I am Neha Sharma, Assistant Professor at this prestigious university, and I am deeply honored to be a part of this vibrant community of learners. Our department and university have consistently fostered a culture of critical thinking, continuous learning, and exploration, encouraging each of us to challenge boundaries and pursue excellence in education and research. A very gracious welcome to Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir Dr. K. Mallikarjun Babu, Galgotias University, India. Respected Pro Vice Chancellor Sir Dr. Avdesh Kumar, Galgotias University, India. Honorable Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics Professor Azreen Asmadi Arifin, University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia. Director of Research Dr. Ashok Kumar Balaraman, University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia. Dean, School of Medical and Allied Sciences, Professor S.K. Abdul Rahman, Galgotias University, India. We are honored by your presence on this occasion. I also extend my warm welcome to our esteemed speaker, Professor Liu Kaibin, Head of Department of Pharmaceutical Technology and Industry, University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia. We are also grateful to the faculty and the participants from the University of Cyberjaya for your collaboration in this program. Your participation enriches our discussion and broadens our perspectives. We are pleased to introduce Galgotias University, a leading academic institution sponsored by Srimati Shkuntala Educational and Welfare Society, is recognized as leading academic institution achieving NAC A plus in its first cycle. Established in the 2011-2012 academic session, the university now serves more than 50,000 students and aims to become internationally renowned for its multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary education, research, and innovation. The university has earned numerous accolades, including Excellent in ARIIA Ranking 2021, UGC 12B status, and DSIR SIRO recognition. In the NIRF India ranking 2025, it ranked among the top 151 to 200 universities in India, including 55 in pharmacy, 36 in law, and the 50 for innovation, declared by Ministry of Education. Galgotias University provides a world-class education with state-of-the-art facility and cutting-edge technology, empowering students to become future leaders and contribute meaningfully to society. The Department of Pharmacy offers diploma in pharmacy, bachelor's in pharmacy, and Masters in Pharmacy with specialization in pharmaceutics, pharmacology, pharmaceutical chemistry, regulatory affairs, and pharmaceutical analysis. Department of Pharmacy also offers the pharmaceutical management. The Department of Pharmacy has also earned a platinum rating in QS Vanguard, and the university itself has achieved outcome based education with a platinum plus band. The University of Cyberjaya, that is established in 2005 in Cyberjaya, Malaysia, is renowned for its excellence in health sciences and technology. It offers diverse programs emphasizing research and innovation. The University of Cyberjaya integrates practical training and community engagement into its curriculum, ensuring students are academically proficient and socially responsible. Its vibrant campus life with the various clubs, societies, and extracurricular activities enriches the student experience, making it a top choice for the holistic and dynamic education in Malaysia. This collaboration between the Galgotias University and the University of Cyberjaya brings together two institutions committed to excellence in the education and research. This partnership that will facilitate the exchange of knowledge, research opportunity, and academic resources, enhancing the educational experience for the students and the faculty alike. Before starting the International Faculty Development Program, we will have our holy traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to Ma Saraswati. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed speakers and the delegates from around the world, today we gather in the virtual realm to illuminate our path towards the knowledge and innovation. As we embark on this journey of discovery and collaboration, I invite you to join me in a symbolic act of lighting the digital lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With gratitude for this gathering, let us kindle the flame of learning and discovery. May the light of digital lamp guide us toward the excellence and innovation. Thank you, and let the digital lamp shine bright. Now, before starting the program, I would like to share that this faculty development program serves as a crucial platform for us to come together, exchange ideas, and explore innovative strategies that can propel our institute forward. The aim of this FDP is to enhance the academic and research excellence in the field of drug design, development, and delivery system. It provides a platform for the academicians, researchers, and industry professionals to exchange ideas and learn about emerging tools and computational methods in the drug design, novel approaches in targeted and controlled drug delivery, and the integration of innovative technology to accelerate the drug discovery process. The objective is to empower the faculty members and the researchers with the modern techniques, foster interdisciplinary collaboration, and encourage innovation that bridges the gap between the academia and the pharmaceutical industry. With immense pleasure, I extend my invitation to the School of Medical and Allied Sciences, Dr. S.K. Abdul Rahman, to deliver the welcome address. Sir. Dean, sir.
So, respected Vice Chancellor, sir, Galgotias University, Dr. K.M. Babu, sir, respected Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Azreen Afrin from Cyberjaya University, and Director Research Ashok Balraman, sir, Professor Dr. Liu Kai Bin from Cyberjaya University, hosting team, all the faculty delegates, those who joined to this 5 days international FDP program organizing by our Galgotias University in collaboration with Cyberjaya University and Equipline Technologies. It's a pharmaceutical company. So a warm welcome to all of you for this mega international FDP program. A very warmful and grateful event. Very good morning to all of you. So coming to the key aspects of this 5 days international FDP, the theme itself, that is drug design, delivery and development. It shows like a specialized faculty development program to enhance the knowledge and research skills in the pharmaceutical field. Nowadays, right, the multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary research is playing most important role worldwide to share cutting edge insights, to foster collaborations and to build research capacity. In this context, our team has designed an excellent theme for this faculty development program. So worldwide, 1,200 registrations were happened. Now the faculty delegates one by one joining. So these 5 days journey, definitely the resource persons going to be nurtured and excellent sessions from their research area, and also the novel technologies and techniques which are useful to carry out the research. So to carry out the research, the pharmaceutical faculty community should understand whatever tools, and it may be AI tools and whatever equipments which are very much essential and useful to carry out advanced research in the drug design, delivery and development. So the theme itself, it shows pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacology and pharmaceutics. So these three departments are conjunction each other, and it speaks about interdisciplinary research. So I request all the faculty delegates, whoever is registered and joining in this international faculty development program, you be online and take away the key points nurturing by the international speakers and also eminent speakers from the India. In this 5 days journey, nano herbal formulations, microneedle research, delivery, then computational chemistry, then antibacterial research and medical devices. So in these areas, the speakers are going to deliver their expertise. So I request once again all the faculty delegates, please note these things, and you can join. And one more thing, I request every faculty member, whoever is joining here, to take a small notebook and pen, whatever key points which are sharing by the keynote speakers, our Vice Chancellor sir and Deputy Vice Chancellor sir, and the resource persons. You please note down the key points, whatever delivering by these eminent personalities, and definitely these 5 days journey going to be fulfill an extraordinary research skills in the faculty members. So thank you one and all for joining this 5 days international FDP program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I extend a sincere gratitude to the Dean of School of Medical and Allied Sciences for his insightful and thought-provoking welcome address. We are truly grateful to the Dean, sir, for laying a strong foundation for today's event with his expertise and leadership. His valuable contribution to this faculty development program is highly appreciated. Now it's my esteemed honor and privilege to invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Galgotias University, Dr. Mallikarjuna Babu, to deliver the presidential address for the online International Faculty Development Program. Sir?
Yeah. Thank you, Neha, and good morning to all the audience. And it is my pleasure. I would like to extend a few thoughts of mine on this 5-day international conference, which is truly designed keeping research is the bent of the mind. So now, when it comes to research, so we have a lot to share and how the university is progressing into research. So the school which is hosting this particular program has immense research potential, and they have time and again proved their research capabilities. So that way, this is going to be a great initiative, and I am very hopeful that the new technologies, new knowledge which has been created will be shared through these lectures by distinguished speakers, and then that will be leading for the participants to learn more about what is happening today, what is more relevant, how would they really contribute more and more. So I would say that so it's a win-win situation for both of us, and knowledge always to be spread in this particular manner. I strongly believe in research, and a true practical research helps creating a true knowledge, which is really important and vital need. And at the same time, I also welcome the partner university partnering with us in this particular initiative of 5-day digital or international faculty development program, drug delivery, drug design and delivery and development. So having said that, I just welcome the Pro Vice Chancellor of Cyberjaya University, Dr. Afrim, and distinguished faculties from Cyberjaya University, and also distinguished faculty members and researchers from Galgotias University to this particular August event. What today we are talking about, two couple of things which we are really focused. One is how do we build competency among the students? The students could be undergrad, postgrad, or research scholars. How do we really bring competency? That means whatever they are doing, they do with very confidence and capability. So this is one thing which we always keep in mind. And second point would be we would have an approach of sustainability in whatever we do, be it education or research or innovation or entrepreneurship. So we will always look into what is called as sustainability. So these two, if you can really provide through this conference, because I have seen lots of SDGs have been really roped in, about 4 SDGs we are talking about. Now, what is this SDGs? How this particular the topic and other era and the kind of program of this particular entire workshop, 5-day workshop, that is design, delivery, and development. So this is very, 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 very interesting, it seems to me. Then naturally, the efforts have been gone into this particular FDP is immense. Having said that, I rather appreciate, right, the dean of the school and all the esteemed faculty of this School of Medical and Allied Sciences, and predominantly this is a pharmacy driven these things. So now we do, when we are talking about Galgotias University, I would like to just say a few words about the university before I conclude my thoughts on this particular workshop. So I bring greetings and best wishes to all of you and all the participants from our Honorable Chancellor, Sir, Dr. Mr. Sunil Galgotias, and respected CEO and beloved Director of Operation. So their best wishes are there with us, and that actually gives a energy propulsion for us to move and do such kind of activities, right, for the benefit of students and society. We always keep society in our mind, whatever activity we do, and of course, students are the prioritized item. So we give lots of priority to them. So Galgotias University established in 2011 and started with a meager 1,600 students. Today we have about 42,000 students, and we have grown leaps and bounds. Galgotias' reputation lies in providing quality education. This is what we talk about. Today, we are pioneering rendering education. So in a different manner altogether, we have embraced what is called as active learning ecosystem, what we call it as G-scale, right? Galgotias student active learning ecosystem, which we have created to wage war on rote learning and also bring in AI into whatever we do. I think here also Professor Rahman said that AI tools have been deployed into this particular workshop design itself. So FDP design itself, but AI gets into our classroom every day. All our teachers deploy AI to really transfer the knowledge. So see, this is not the connect happens, and the type of students thinking style, the critical thinking really grasps it. So that's what we are trying to do. This active learning is one immense big kind of a transformation which Galgotia has embraced recent past, and since 1.5 years we have been doing this, and that is with the support of NTU, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. So now that is having said that, research is another vertical where Galgotia University is playing a significant role. It's a multidisciplinary university, and then lots of intermingling happens, and our publications, everything very, very high. So we have more than 15 faculty who have really achieved what is called as 15%, 2% Stanford category. So that also speaks about we are anticipating more and more would be joining. Outline in the second line, there are many people. So next year, I think we'll be getting into doubling this number or maybe more. So the research is another priority where our faculty and students produce immense research and immense patents as such. So now these patents also commercialization is also taking care and being happening right in a steadfast way. And the third one, which I would like to mention here is the innovation and entrepreneurship. So our students have their own startups while they study at Galgotias University. Our alumni are also doing fairly good in kind of entrepreneurship. Having said that, we have gone what is called as internationalization. So we also figured into the global rankings today. We stand a big way into a young university reaching to that levels within 14 years of its journey is a remarkable way. We are into QS rankings. We are into Times Higher Education rankings. As Neha and other people have specified that we are into NIRF, doing very great as far as the School of Pharmacy is concerned. So now I have no doubts whatsoever. So the delivery of this particular FDP, because the design is perfect, then delivery would naturally be. And also it is truly international because we have a counterpart so associated with this particular event. So putting all together, this initiative is going to go in a big way and probably yielding the said outcomes through the objectives of this particular workshop. So with that few thoughts of mine, I wish all the participants, all the Galgotians here present in this particular event, or who are background since who have been working on that, and also our partner university, Cyberjaya University, Malaysia, all the very best, and thank you, and wishing you all a very good luck, and hoping that it will be a great learning ahead for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for delivering the presidential address. Your thoughtful and motivating words have provided us with valuable insight and set a inspiring tone for the event. Your support and leadership are deeply appreciated. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence. It is indeed a great privilege and honor to invite the Honorable Deputy Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Azreen S. Mehdi Arifin, to deliver the inaugural address for the Online International Faculty Development Program.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson.
Thank-
Good afternoon from Malaysia. Good morning, I suppose, in India. Respected Dr. Babu, Vice Chancellor of Galgotias University, Professor Abdul Rahman, Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, and distinguished participants. It gives me great pleasure to witness the collaboration between the University of Cyberjaya and Galgotias University in organizing the International E-Faculty Development Program on Drug Design, Delivery and Development. This program serves as a valuable platform for knowledge exchange, academic networking, and the sharing of innovative ideas in a field that continues to evolve rapidly. Such initiatives play a vital role in equipping educators and researchers with the latest insights and competencies in pharmaceutical sciences. I'm particularly proud that members of our faculty from the University of Cyberjaya are contributing as speakers and participants in this program. Their participation not only reflects the depth of expertise within our university, but also reinforces our commitment to advancing global learning and research excellence. Collaborative engagements like this highlight the importance of academic partnerships in driving innovation and professional growth. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Cyberjaya has an existing memorandum of understanding with Galgotias University, and this joint program exemplifies the spirit of that partnership. We look forward to further strengthening our ties through more collaborative initiatives that foster international cooperation, mutual learning, and impactful research outcomes for the benefit of both our institutions and the wider community. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and have a nice conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening and inspiring advice. We are deeply grateful to you for your valuable time, guidance, and the continued support. Thank you once again, sir, for your gracious presence and for adding immense values to this occasion. Thank you very much, sir. Now I have a pleasure of inviting Dr. Rishabh Malviya, sir, professor in the Department of Pharmacy, to deliver the vote of thanks. Rishabh sir.
Thank you, Dr. Neha. Good afternoon, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, respected dignitaries, distinguished speakers, esteemed delegates, member of organizing committee, and dear participant. On behalf of organizing committee, I, Dr. Rishabh Malviya, feel great honor to present the vote of thanks for the International EFDP on drug design, delivery, and development. In this EFDP, our experts will discuss various aspects of drug design, development, and drug delivery careers. First of all, I express our deep gratitude to Professor Mallikarjun Babu sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Galgotias University. His vision for academic excellence and global collaboration has been the driving force behind initiatives like this EFDP. We are highly thankful to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for his constant encouragement and support in building meaningful academic collaboration across countries. I am thankful to the Professor Azrin, Deputy Vice Chancellor of University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia. I extend my sincere thanks to the University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia and Equipline Technologies Private Limited, Ghaziabad, India for joining hands with the School of Medical and Allied Sciences, Galgotias University in organizing this EFDP. Such collaboration highlight the importance of collective learning in addressing global health challenges and advancing research in drug development. A special appreciation goes to our convener, Professor S.K. Abdul Rahman sir, Dean School of Medical and Allied Sciences, whose guidance and steady coordination have shaped this EFDP from concept to completion. I also thank our organizing secretary, Professor Ravinder Babu sir, for his meticulous planning and tireless effort. I extend my gratitude to all the participants from India and abroad. The success of any academic event depends upon the enthusiasm of its participants, and we are sure that your active involvement will make the program truly fruitful. We are grateful to our distinguished speakers and resource persons who will share their knowledge, expertise, and research findings with us. Their meaningful contribution will provide our participants with valuable insight into the current trends, emerging techniques, and future direction in drug design and delivery. Each session will add a new dimension to our understanding and will add value in teaching, research, and professional practices. Lastly, I appreciate support staff and everyone working behind the scene. Thank you all for your active involvement in this international academic journey. We look forward to more collaboration, more learning, and more chances to grow together. I am sure we will learn a lot through this international EFTP. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to Galgotia University, India, and University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia, for their invaluable support in making the inauguration ceremony a success. Your collaboration has truly enriched our online international faculty development program. We look forward to continuing this fruitful relationship in the future also. Thank you for your support and commitment to excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend my gratitude to all of you for your active participation. We are now ready to proceed with the technical session of the online international FDP. Today's session will be both enlightening and engaging, and we look forward to the valuable insights and contribution from our esteemed speakers and participants. I am Neha Sharma, an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmacy at Galgotia University. It's my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you as we commence the technical session of the 5-day online international faculty development program. Dear participants, I have an important announcement to make. At the end of each session, a feedback link will be circulated for your input. Please note that the 80% attendance is mandatory for the participants. Those who meet the attendance criteria and submit the feedback form, they will receive the certificate. Thank you for your attention. Let's move on the first keynote address by Professor Liu Kaibin, head of the Department of Pharmaceutical Technology and Industry, University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia, on innovation in drug design and delivery for the nervous system. Before we commence today's session, I would like to introduce you to everyone gathered here. Professor Dr. Liu K. Bin is the currently head of Department of Pharmaceutical Technology and Industry, Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Cyberjaya. He obtained his bachelor degree in pharmacy, master in science, and doctor of philosophy from University Science, Malaysia. He served as community and industrial pharmacist prior to joining the academia. He has experience in various pharmaceutical related fields, including research and development, product development, bioequivalence study, analytical chemistry, regulatory affairs, and public health pharmacy. He constantly engages in the development of pharmaceutical and traditional medicine industries in Malaysia. Professor Liu is a chartered scientist recognized by Royal Society of Biology and registered professional technologist with the Malaysian Board of Technologists. Professor Liu's current research interest focuses on orally disintegrating dosage forms, nanoparticles, and micellular formations, anti-cancer research, and cosmeceuticals. He has published more than 130 publications in international journals and book chapters. He is recognized for his contribution as a reviewer for the Q1 journal as the PLOS One, Helion, Carbohydrate Polymer Technology and Applications and Scientific Reports. He was awarded national and international grants that worth more than RM 1 million. He has been repeatedly invited as a speaker to deliver speeches in various countries such as China, Japan, India, and Indonesia. He has also supervised research projects for the both undergraduate and postgraduate pharmacy students. Professor Liu's research product has won several outstanding Best Innovation Gold and Silver Awards in the international exhibition, including Malaysia Technology Expo and International Innovation and Technology Expo. Welcome to the online faculty development program. Now, I kindly request Professor Liu K. Bin to share his valuable insight and knowledge with us. Sir?
Can you hear me? Right. Good morning to all my friends from India. Here we are in the afternoon. Okay, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me for this conference, and also it's my honor to share my knowledge and also my research experience with all of you. I hope that whatever things I share later on will bless you all, and you will receive something new, and we can talk about some collaborations after this. Right. So let me share my slide first here. Can you see my slide?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Slides
Sir,
are
it's
visible.
visible.
Sir, you are visible, sir.
Right. My slide is visible. Okay, so I move on. Okay, so today I will share with you on this topic on innovations in drug design and delivery for the nervous system. Okay. Before I start my presentation, let me just to give a very brief introduction about University of Cyberjaya. So Cyberjaya is top tier university in Malaysia, as reflected in the latest Ministry of Higher Education star rating. The university was actually established in 2005 with an investment of almost 200 million. And the university is located in the Cyberjaya state of Selangor in Malaysia. So initially, the university started with a medical program, focusing on MBBS, pharmacy, post-medical sciences program. Then slowly now we expand to more and more programs like biomedical engineering, and we have art, creative arts, business, and others. A brief introduction about myself. I'm a registered pharmacist, graduated from UC Science Malaysia with a bachelor degree in pharmacy in 2009. Then I continue with my master and also PhD. My specialized area is in the area of pharmaceutical technology. I did my PhD from UC Science Malaysia. So I'm a fully registered pharmacist and also a certified professional technologist by the MBOT Malaysia and a chartered scientist by Royal Society of Biology UK. Currently, I'm served as a full professor in pharmaceutical technology and industry in University of Cyberjaya. At the same time, holding the head of department position of pharmaceutical technology and industry. I am also heading this Center of Pharmaceutical Innovation, Commercialization and Services in UOC. So far, I have 15 years of teaching and learning experience from Universitas Malaysia, UCSI University, and also currently I'm working in University of Cyberjaya. Okay, my publications, I have more than 130 publications with page index of 21. And these are some of my research areas that I'm very passionate in, like once oral pharmaceutics. So I developed oral disintegrating tablet, oral disintegrating film, which I will share with you some of the results later. The nanopharmaceutics. So I've also developed on nanoparticles such as using micelle, liposomes, marinosomes, and this type of pharmaceutical nanoparticles, which used to enhance the solubility and also the distribution of the releasable drug. Another area is on the cosmetics, not just a simple cosmetics, but then combining the cosmetics with the pharmaceutics. So becoming advanced areas in delivering cosmetics with medicinal functions. I worked in a very green study lab before when I was studying in UC Science Malaysia, anti-cancer study, and also biopharmaceutics. So these are the few areas that I'm really passionate in, and hopefully we can establish certain kind of connection and collaboration in some of these fields in not just teaching and learning, but maybe in research and development, in publications and research fund application and others as well. Okay. So let me go into the technical part of this sharing today. The learning objective. At the end of this presentation, I hope to discuss the rationale of report formulation. So when we talk about the CNS, when we talk about the nervous system, it tells the patients, like for example, having a psychotic patient, schizophrenia patient, dementia, or Alzheimer patient. Many of them, they have the difficulty to comply to the medication due to the mental illness and others. So one of the ways to solve this is to give them something which lasts longer. And depot formulation is one of the formulations, the drug release systems that can be used in this area. So I will discuss on why do we need depot formulations, understand how long-acting injectables antipsychotics are essential for the psychiatric patients, and also their role, how their role to improve the patient's outcomes. Second area is on identifying the advantages and limitations. And although there are many advantages of using a long-acting systems, but there are also some limitations, disadvantages, which I will elaborate later. Okay, I will also show to you some marketed depot products and analyze the differences between all these depot antipsychotic formulations. And this will be the first part of our presentation. The second part of my presentation, I will focus on the oral dispersible dosage form. The other types of dosage form, which is very user-friendly, patient-friendly, that help to improve the compliance of the patients, especially those bedridden or those psychotic, those who cannot think well or manage well. All right. So in this area, I will talk about two types of dosage form, which is the oral disintegrating tablet, ODT, and also the oral disintegrating film, ODF technology. I will define what are these two things and also to talk about the advantages and also their role how to enhance medication adherence through the oral dispersible dosage forms. And I will also talk about the manufacturing processes, understand and the pharmaceutical technologies used to produce the oral dispersible dosage forms. And the last part of my presentation will be on some of the research that I've done in my lab. So I'll share with you some research on the drug delivery systems in my lab and also some awards. All right. Let me just to give you a very short background about antipsychotic therapy. This is okay, therapy challenges. If you look at these statistics, the discontinuation rate, okay, of the medication by these group of patients, okay, the statistics shows that 40 to 60% of discontinuation rates. Meaning to say that it's almost half. Okay, let's say out there are 10 patients, there are 10 patients suffering from this category of diseases. And then almost half of them, after they started their medication, halfway they might discontinue due to various types of reasons. Okay? And many of medications used in this type of diseases are oral medications initially, for example, tablets or capsule formulations. And the medical professional realized that it is not really beneficial and convenient for these type of patients to adhere to the medications due to various reasons. For example, the frequency of the dosing frequency. Some medications, shorting, it requires, let's say, 2 or 3 doses per day. So imagine it's very difficult for these type of patients to understand and also to remember their dosing regimens. One time for pill A have to take 3 times a day. Then for pill B, maybe 2 times a day. For pill C, maybe 1 time a day. So imagine for a dementia patient or Alzheimer's patient, okay, it's not that they do not want to adhere, but sometimes they do not have the ability to memorize the dosing frequency. So as a result, this is one reason why the discontinuation rate is so high. And the other reasons might be some psychotic patient or schizophrenia patient, they do not think that they have the problem. They do not admit that they have they're suffering from this kind of diseases. So when they do not realize or when they do not agree they are actually suffering from this kind of diseases, it's very hard to convince them adhere to the medication. Every day you have to take this medication for such a period of time. Okay? So it is not practical if you just give physical or oral pill, oral tablet, oral capsule to this type of patients and expect that they adhere to the medication. So as a result, they do not adhere and the discontinuation rate is very high and the consequences are also very severe and serious. For example, increased relapse rates when they do not adhere to medication. Some of them, their symptoms becoming more serious. Okay? Their symptoms exacerbation and costly hospitalization. Some patients, they are like geriatric and suffering from dementia. When their symptoms become worsened, okay, their quality of life definitely drop. And some of them even face other secondary complication like fall, then they have to be hospitalized, and this will even cause a higher cost in the hospitalization. So as a result, depot injection provide a solution. Depot injection is proposed as one of the solutions for this group of patients. Because depot injection, once inject into the patients, will last for a long period of time. For example, at least 1 or 2 days, some after formulation can go up to maybe 1 week or 1 month or even few months per dose. So this will solve the problem that the patients have to memorize the dosing regimens and then to take the medication frequently. Okay, the concept of a depot injection. Depot injection are specialized parenteral formulation engineered to release the medication slowly and consistently over extended period, fundamentally transforming how the psychiatric medications are delivered. So in the definition, normally depot injection will be a parenteral formulation that injected into the patients through either the intramuscular and subcutaneous or other types of routes other than the IV intravenous. And then after injection, this will provide a prolonged drug release from a localized depot site. The localized depot site serves as a reservoir, and then the drug will slowly release from the site and go into the blood circulation and then sustain for a longer period of time, so that the patients do not have to repeatedly to take the same drug. The route of administration through the IM or through the SC injection into specific muscle group. And formulation types: aqueous suspension, oily suspension, or biodegradable polymeric microsphere. These are the few types of formulation and used to form the depot injection. Advantages of depot antipsychotic, for example, ensure medication adherence, because once injected into the patient's body, the next dose will be maybe after next week or after a few months. So this will ensure medication adherence. The patient do not have to come to follow up frequently. Maybe after 1 month or after 2 or 3 months, then only they come back to monitoring or follow up. So this will ensure medication adherence. Reduce the relapse rates. This is because the medication is given and also supplied for a longer period, sustained for a longer period of time. So there's reduced relapse rates. Maintain stable concentration compared to those short-acting ones. Short-acting immediate release formulation. Normally there is a burst dose drug going to the body, and then they will disintegrate, dissolve, and then there's a sudden increase in the blood concentration of the drug concentration. Right. So in that case, the patient might suffer very severe side effect due to the sudden increase in the drug concentration in the blood. But for depot antipsychotic, this problem occur because the depot will slowly release the drug. The drug slowly go into the blood circulation and then slowly build up in the blood circulation in the body. A convenient dosing schedule, monthly or even less frequent injection improves the quality of life. Lower healthcare costs because the patients adhere to medication. So there's a lower chance of hospitalization or relapse management.
कुछ नहीं होगा प्रार्थना पड़ा होगा देख
Once the drug is given to the patient, once the depot is formed in the patients, it's very difficult to take out to withdraw the drug. Require healthcare professional. Not everybody can give the medication, especially the patient himself. He cannot administer the medication by himself. Requires a specialized person, a special trained person, like a medical doctor or a staff nurse here to provide to administer the medication. Limited dose flexibility. If you compare to tablets, there are some tablets that can be broken into half. Okay? And also there are different doses of tablets. For depot, it comes in a split dose for limited dose flexibility. Higher manufacturing costs when you want to manufacture this, of course, because of a certain technology used. So this will require a specialized machine, a high technology machine, which eventually increases the manufacturing cost of the product. Section of hot antipsychotic. So generally it can be divided into two big categories. The first generation, bigger antipsychotic, and also the second generation, which is the atypical antipsychotic. The first generation, examples such as phenazine decanoate, haloperidol decanoate, these are the first generation antipsychotic with more side effects. In the second generation atypical antipsychotic, with a broader receptor activity, including the serotonin, and also better side effect profile compared to the first generation, we set the modern standard for typical antipsychotic therapy. And some examples are risperidone, olanzapine, aripiprazole. Okay, there are different mechanisms used to formulate this kind of dosage form for the sustained release function. The first one is through the oil-based depot system. Unlike the oral dosage form, normally we talk about improve the solubility of the drug so that the drug can dissolve and also can be absorbed. But this is but for depot, opposite concept is that we want to reduce the release rates. We want to control and make the release becomes slower, so that can sustain for a longer period of time. In that case, we are using the opposite, which we are using the lipophilic drug, or we are using the ester form or a short form of the drug, which we release slower. For example, the lipophilic drug ester dissolved in sesame or other types of oil, then undergo slow enzymatic hydrolysis to release the active drug gradually. The other mechanism is through the aqueous suspension. Okay? Suspension, if you remember, suspension is a kind of dispersion of insoluble drug or insoluble particles in a solvent. So all these insoluble particles, they form the suspension, and then these particles can be released slowly, can release the drug slowly. Fully water soluble salts such as palmitate, palmoate dissolve slowly at the injection site, providing sustained absorption over weeks. Okay. And the third mechanism through the polymeric microsphere, that the drug is encapsulated in a biodegradable polymer such as PLGA, and then this biodegradable polymer will slowly degrade over time, and then slowly release the drug out. Okay. The first technology, the first mechanism, which is using the esterification and making the drug in ester form or in a source form that which the release of the drug will become slower. Okay, for example, using the ecanoic ester form. And there's one point is that ecanoic ester are having a very long fatty acid chain. And the longer the fatty acid chain of this ecanoic, the slower, the more sustained release this molecule will become. Okay, for example, phenazine decanoate or haloperidol decanoate, these are the primary examples of the antipsychotic drug using this type of mechanism to control the release. The parent drug is chemically esterified with decanoic acid, a 10-carbon fatty acid chain, and then this esterification dramatically increases the lipophilicity, enabling solution in the sesame oil vehicles. So after ion injection, the oil depot will slowly release the drug via the enzymatic hydrolysis by the tissue esterases. So typically, the duration of action can last for 2 to 4 weeks after one injection. Okay. The other one is the risperidone long-acting injection. This is a first typical antipsychotic depot formulation introduced in 2003, utilizing innovative microsphere technology. So unlike the esterification, this product using the microsphere technology. So the risperidone first is encapsulated in a biodegradable PLGA polymer, and then administered every 2 weeks via the deep IM injection. But the thing is that there is a lag phase, lag phase 2 to 3 weeks post injection before therapeutic level achieved. So to use this risperidone long-acting injection, there is a concurrent taking of the oral dose for the first 3 weeks is required because of the lag phase. Sorry. So this is a risperidone long-acting injection. Well, another one is the paliperidone palmitate. This is using the palmitate form. The active metabolite, paliperidone is a 9-hydroxy risperidone, active metabolite of risperidone, formulated as the palmitate ester. And then the form is in the aqueous nanosuspension form. The palmitate source has extremely low water solubility, enabling the sustained release function of this molecule. It's flexible dosing, and there are different types of product under this sustainer Prinsa. Okay, like every 3 months after stabilization on Monday replacement, and there's no oral overlap is required. Okay, olanzapine palmoate, another example of the depot of olanzapine short form. Olanzapine palmoate offers a depot formulation of this widely used atypical antipsychotic requires special precaution. The chemistry is that forming a short form of olanzapine. Okay, with the palmoate, the dosing frequency can be like 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the dose strength. But there is one thing called the PDSS risks, which is the post-injection delirium sedation syndrome. So after giving this, the patient will feel the sedative effect, and definitely he cannot drive, he cannot do some food after giving this depot. And there's a mandatory monitoring is required at least for the 3 hours, okay, on the same day after giving this injection. Aripiprazole depot formulation. This is also another type of depot using the drug aripiprazole. So there are two distinct formulation of this, the Abilify and also the Aristada. Amplify dosing is once monthly through the DIM injection, while the Aristada dosing can be 4, 6, or 8 weeks, depending on the dose strength. So to conclude the formulation technologies, basically there are different types using the source form like acidification or using the PLGM microsphere, biodegradable polymer, which the drug will be slowly released out from the microsphere to achieve a sustainable release, or using the aqueous nanosuspension form, or using the in situ forming depot, which when during the injection it create a liquid. After injected into the body, it's formed a solid solidified, and then this solid depot will slowly release the drug. Administration and the sites consideration. For injection technique is required, selection of appropriate sites, okay, and also to rotate the injection site. It cannot be given at the same place. You have to rotate a different site to give this depot injection. Use the correct needle size to minimize the painful sensation. Avoid intravenous routes. So for all the depots, normally it's injected into the muscle, intramuscular, or through the SC and not directly into the vein, which will defeat the purpose. So after giving the report, of course, there are some clinical monitoring parameters required, for example, to be monitor on the sleep effect, extrapyramidal symptoms, metabolic effect, the sedation and cognitive effect, and the PTSS surveillance, injection site assessment, treatment adherence. Okay, so there are some emerging trends and also innovation in the depot formulation field. One example is the in situ forming depots that I explained just now, that the liquid polymer solution is given as the depot. But then it will form a microsphere, a solid microsphere in the body, and then slowly release the drug. The other area is on the nanoparticle-based depot, using the nanoparticle that sustain the release of the drug. This will improve the VA, the bioavailability, and also to reduce the dosing frequency, or combining these two formulations together. Okay, so now I will move on to the next part, which is on the oral dispersible tablets. The oral disintegrating tablets, or called the ODT, there are many terms that refer to the same thing. Some in the literature can refer to the using the term of oral dispersible tablet, some using the fast melt tablet, some using the oral disintegrating tablet, dissolving tablet, rapid melting tablet. All these type of tablets are actually referring to the same thing, which is the oral dispersible tablet. So comparing to the immediate tablet that you require a glass of water to swallow the tablet, fast dissolving tablet do not require water. And based on the definition by European Pharmacopoeia 2009, ODTs are uncoated tablets that disintegrate within 3 minutes, when placed in the oral cavity. So this is also different compared to the lingual tablet that you have to put it under the tongue, or those buccal tablet that adhere to the upper area in the oral cavity, or it's also different compared to lozenges, which is like a candy, which will disintegrate longer, maybe half an hour after you're taking these lozenges. And it is also different compared to the effervescent tablet. Effervescent tablet, normally you require a glass of water. You put the effervescent tablet into the water, and then it disintegrate, and you just drink the cup of water containing the drug. But for ODT, it doesn't require water. It will just disintegrate and dissolve in the oral cavity, and then you can swallow the powder. So this will actually solve the problem of fear of coughing. There are many patients, let's say post-geriatric, geriatric having dementia or having Alzheimer, and it's difficult for them to adhere to medication. And sometimes geriatric also have difficulty to swallow the tablet. So ODT will serve as a perfect choice for this type of patients that they can actually take the tablet without fear of choking. Okay, particularly valuable for patients with swallowing difficulty or limited access, increasingly used for antipsychotic, antiemetics, and also other CNS medication. If you look at the market trend of ODT, I think ODT gaining more and more market demand over the years. From 2009, achieving the sales of 6 billion globally to 2015, 13 billion, and projected 2025 will be 27 billion. So there's an increase in the demand of ODT product, okay, in many parts of the world, like North America, China, Europe, other parts of the world. Main characteristic of ODT, of course, a tablet that in the mouth can dissolve or disintegrate requires rapid disintegration because no patient will love something which will disintegrate very slowly in the mouth. Imagine you put a tablet in the mouth and require 15 minutes or even longer to disintegrate. Then this will actually make the patient feel not convenient. So rapid disintegration, 3 minutes or even lesser, like 30 seconds or even lesser, this is something desirable. No water required. Okay? The OED is designed to take with or without water because the tablet can just disintegrate effective taste masking. Imagine if you are taking a paracetamol tablet. The paracetamol tablet is very bitter. So if you take this bitter paracetamol tablet and you put it in your mouth for 3 minutes or for even longer period, it is very suffering to put something bitter in the mouth for such a long time. So for ODT, most of the drugs are bitter in taste or having unpleasant taste. So effective taste masking technique should be applied to mask the bitter taste of the drug. For example, using some adding sweetener or adding flavor, or using some techniques like coating of the bitter drug so that the patient will not feel the bitterness. It should have pleasant mouthfeel, non-gritty, smooth texture, mechanical robustness. Even though we desire the tables to disintegrate very fast, but then the table should have certain mechanical strength, should be robust. When you hold it in hand, then it should be handled easily. Okay? During the handling, during the packaging, or during the transport without breaking. Stability, maintain potency, physical integrity. Most of the drugs normally most of the drug in solid form, normally they are more stable compared to in liquid form. Manufacturability can be produced using conventional tablet processing and packaging equipment without the specialized technology. Advantages of ODT. Okay, some of these advantages will include the reduced risk of choking because due to the fast disintegration, rapid disintegration that eliminates the choking hazard, particularly important for elderly and the pediatric population. Although this will also eliminate the swallowing fear, the tablet will disintegrate before it is swallowed. Convenient administration, no water required, enable dosing anytime, anywhere. So even for those who are traveling, okay, when you go to when you're taking a flight, okay, you're not allowed to bring a bottle of water. So, but with this OD technology, the patient can just take this product anytime, anywhere. Accurate dosing, okay, this is the same benefit or advantage for all the storage dosage form, because this is in unit dose form. Enhanced bioavailability potential because for a tablet, for a drug to be absorbed into the body through the oral form, the tablet will disintegrate first, then the drug dissolved. So this will so if we stop the issue of disintegration and the tablet can be solved faster, this will actually improve the dissolution, the rate of dissolution, and also to improve the absorption later on. Improve compliance, particularly beneficial for geriatric, pediatric, or disabled, bedridden, and psychiatric patients who struggle with conventional tablet. In manufacturing methods, the ODT can actually be produced using different types of methods. Some require just conventional tablet machine, such as using the tablet molding or the direct compression method, and some methods might need to use a certain more high technology or certain specialized equipment, such as through the freeze drying technique, lyophilization technique, creating highly porous structure, sublimation, Okay, removal of volatile components to create the porous matrix, or the mass extrusion is a method to use a softened mass extruded and shaped into tablets. Yeah, I'll go through these methods one by one. Okay, freeze drying technique, or we call it the lyophilization technology. So in this method, we require a freeze dryer to produce this. And the first ODT product in the world is actually produced using the lyophilization technique in the scientist. This drying is particularly suitable for thermal-label drugs. So if you have a drug which is sensitive to heat, let's say degraded at 40 degrees Celsius or above, then freeze drying technology will be something which you can consider here to produce the tablet. The process involves the freezing of the formulation, and then water is sucked out and removed through the sublimation under the high vacuum condition. So as a result, a highly porous tablet will be formed. So if you have chance to look at the Cybis ODT, the first generation of the ODT that product in the world, notice that the Cybis ODT is actually as fragile as this powder because the tablet is very porous. Advantage, of course, the tablet dissolve almost instantaneously when in contact with saliva, but there are also some disadvantages such as require a high manufacturing cost. To use the freeze dryer, normally it's not just a few hours, but using the freeze dryer to freeze dry a product will require days, at least 1 day or even up to 3 days. So the longer of the processing, the higher cost you incur. Tablets are too fragile sometimes, okay, for OTT that produce using this method, and requires special packaging to protect from moisture and physical damage. Okay, tablet molding. This is a gentle, low-pressure manufacturing approach. So first, the water-soluble excipients are carefully selected and blended with the active master ingredient, and then they are moistened, dissolved, and dispersed using a suitable solvent, water or alcohol. And then the moistened mass is molded into tablet shape using pressures significantly lower than the conventional compression. After that, these tablets are dried to remove the residual solvent, resulting in a porous structure of disintegrate rapidly. This sublimation using some volatile materials, some materials that will easily evaporate when heated. Volatile ingredients such as urea, ammonium carbonate, ammonium bicarbonate, camphor, or menthol are blended with drug and then compressed into tablet. After that, these tables are subjected to heat and to remove the volatile materials. What happens is that after these volatile ingredients are removed from the table matrix, you will leave a very porous structure, very loose structure of the tablet. So water can penetrate into the tablet very fast, and then the tablet will disintegrate very fast when come upon contact with the saliva. Mass extrusion is also another method to produce ODT. Mass extrusion is a specialized technique involving softening and shaping of the drug excipient blend. So first, active particle ingredient is mixed with water-soluble carriers and binders. Then the blend is softened using a solvent mixture of water-soluble polyethylene glycol (PEG) and methanol. The softened pliable mass is forced through an extruder to form uniform cylinder or rods. And lastly, the mass is cut and also dried to form the specific shape that the specific desired shape. Direct compression, okay, a conventional method to produce tablet can also use to produce the ODT. So in this case, you require a super disintegrant which will achieve fast disintegration at a lower concentration and also achieving faster disintegration rates compared to the conventional disintegrant. Some examples are like Oscar Mallows, Sporidon. Okay, all these are super disintegrant that you can use in very low concentration, 1% or 2%, achieving very fast disintegration. Phase transition, this is a technology using two types of sugar alcohol, one with high melting point, and also another with a low melting point. So for this process, the high melting point alcohol and the low melting point alcohol, they are mixed together and sorry. Okay, let's continue here. Okay, using a high melting point sugar alcohol and also a low melting point sugar alcohol. So these two are blended together with the active ingredient. Okay, after that, the mixing with other ingredients such as the disintegrant, sweeteners, and then compressed into a tablet. Okay, and after this, the paper will be subjected to elevated temperature. Will heat up to a temperature in between the lower melting point alcohol and the higher melting point sugar alcohol. Okay, for example, let's say the lower melting point sugar alcohol, the temperature is the melting point is 100 degrees Celsius, and the higher melting point is 130 degrees Celsius. So in that case, this in this case, the temperature will be heated up into a temperature that in between these two, let's say 110 degrees Celsius. So what happens is that after the lower melting point sugar alcohol is melt, you leave many pores, and become a very porous tablet. So this will help the water to penetrate into the tablet matrix faster and easier. So there are some patented ODD technologies such as the scientist technology, Aqua technology, Frota technology. All these are the examples of ODD, patented ODD with some with a patent. The Pharma technology is also a combination of a core process excipient system combining specific ingredients engineered for the ODD applications. So the ODD that produced using the Pharma can dissolve very, very fast. Bowcat technology, another kind of technology used to produce the ODD. The Orasoft and the Durasoft. Orasoft is the first generation that the tablet that produced using the Orasoft disintegrate very fast, but the mechanical strength is very low. So Durasoft is actually an improved version of the Orasoft technology. Okay, the next dosage form that I want to introduce is the oral disintegrating fluid, the ODF. ODF is actually an ultra thin flexible strip of postage stamp size film with an active pharmaceutical ingredient or combination of active pharmaceutical ingredient which disintegrate within a minute when in contact with water. So the film is intended to be placed on the tongue, and when wetted by the saliva, the film rapidly hydrates and disintegrates to release the active ingredient for mucosal absorption or gastrointestinal absorption after swallowing. So this is the how the film looks like, a very thin film, like a stem size, which when you put into the tongue, will just disintegrate very fast within seconds. Some characteristic of ODS, such as ultra thin, is a very thin film, very small size film, fast disintegration upon contact with water. It should be flexible, not fragile, and also taste mask. Some advantages of ODF, like large surface area. The surface area should be larger compared to the ODT. Be taken without water. Solution for specific group of patients such as those bedridden, such as with a psychotic problem. Accuracy of dose, stability of the drug molecule because it is in a solid form, and the film should be flexible. Onset of action will be fast because of the fast disintegration and fast dissolution. And this is served as a solution to non-compliance. The formation of ODF normally consists of these few things. Of course, you need an active ingredient, then the water-soluble polymer, super disintegrant, the plasticizer, which is used to improve the flexibility of the film, surfactant, which is used to improve the wetting of the film, flavor and the colorant, the sweetener, to make the film more appealing, attractive, saliva stimulating agent. In manufacturing method, there are two, hot melt extrusion and also the Sowen casting method. Hot melt extrusion will require very high temperature that after mixing all the ingredients together, this mixture is melted and then extruded and then into a desired size through this hot melt extrusion. Sowen casting method will be a more simple method. It involves mixing of the active pharmaceutical ingredient and the strip forming excipient together in a suitable Sowen system. And then the polymer-soluble polymer is first dissolved in water to form a viscous solution. Drug and other ingredients are mixed in another smaller portion of the solvent. Both portions are then mixed together with high stirring speed to ensure uniformity. So once this mixture is mixed uniformly, the fluent casting process is performed where the desired mass of mixture is casted onto suitable mold. Mixture is then dried to remove the solvent. Okay, lastly, I will share something about my research on drug delivery system. Okay, I work a lot on the ODT. Okay, this is how the ODT disintegrate within 30 seconds. This is actually a donepezil ODT. The donepezil ODT is actually for Alzheimer. Okay. I also work a lot on the ODF, the thin film. Okay, this is when you put the film on the tongue and you disintegrate within 40 seconds. Okay, we won some of the medals, some of the awards through that in the exhibitions such as the IPEX MTE exhibition. Okay, the other area that I work on is the chocolate-based drug systems. This is also another model of mobility that using cocoa butter and also powder form the chocolate and then in the drug in this chocolate-based drug system, so that the patient is taking a food together with the medications together in this system. Nanoparticles of naringeline was also one of the control release nanoformulation that I worked before, which is targeted for the cancer. Probimelt, this is to use the fast melt film technology incorporate with the probiotic, which is the bacillus coagulant for oral health. Serve as a new way of taking probiotics in a consumer-friendly and creative way. The film has a size similar to postage stamp size and disintegrate very fast when it comes upon contact with saliva. There's some parameters here. It's a very thin film, very light film, which is flexible and disintegrate within just 3 seconds, and it is viable for at least 3 months. Okay, lastly, some of my contact information here. If you're interested to ask more or collaborate, you can actually email me or you can also follow me on the Instagram. Okay, thank you for your attention. I think that's all I want to share here. Okay, now I would like to open for Q&A. If you have any questions or answers,
Yes.
yeah.
Dear participants, if you have any question, then you can ask directly to the sir, and you can also drop your question in the chat box.
So whether there is any dissolution equipment available to test the ODT films?
Solution equipment. The dissolution equipment, okay, this is a little bit controversial, but if you look at the literature, normally we are using a normal conventional dissolution tester to test the dissolution of ODT or ODF. Of course, there are also others like even for the disintegration tester also same. You can use the conventional disintegration tester, or you can also use to put the tablet in a petri dish and then just put a small amount of water to mimic the situation in the mouth, because the saliva normally maybe just few ml only. It's not as good as 500 ml as in the disintegration medium.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Hello, sir. Hi, I'm Dr. Galgotias Singh. Sir, my question is that when extensive research is going on in pharmaceutical or delivery system, why formulation is not coming in the market upon so many research grant is being utilized and so many people are working? So what is the reason behind it?
This is a very good question. I think in every country we are facing the same issue. There are many academic research on formulation on drug delivery system. Very seldom we see all this R&D driven R&D become a real product. I think there are many there's one reason is because there's a gap between academic expectation and also the industry application. Academic researcher, many times, academic researcher focusing on the publication in academic study. And then when you want to put a finished research product, academic research product into the market, you have to think of the scalability. You have to think of the regulation. You have to think of other factors such as the manufacturing cost and other factors, which the academic researcher normally overlook on this and make the research remain as academic research rather than something which is practical and be scaled up can be used in the market. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Thank you
I
so
am
much, sir.
Anamika.
Thank you.
Sir, I am Anamika. I want to ask, is there any other process instead of lyophilization?
Any other methods to produce? Can you repeat your question?
Other than
Can you repeat your
lyophilization?
question?
I think, sir,
Uh,
he is asking about is there any process by which a nanoparticle can be dried? She is talking
oh,
about lyophilization technique. Is there any alternative to that?
Yes, any alternative for
any other
lyophilization?
method to dry? You can also use the spray drying method. But one of the most common method will be using the freeze dryer. Okay, can I take the last question because I think I have to rush for another event. Sorry.
Sir, yeah, ma'am is asking when we are working on nanoparticle or nanomedicines in which the lyophilization technique is the highly needed to dry the powder or formulation. Why is there any alternative to dry or to work on nanoparticle other than lyophilizer?
You can also use freeze dryer. So yeah, the spray drying method.
Air drying is not applicable for heat sensible material, no, sir.
Sorry.
Air drying is not applicable for heat sensible materials. So, what is the remedy?
I do not get your question. Can you repeat?
Basically, in lab, we use lyophilizer, but other than lyophilizer, is there anything so that we can use?
Uh,
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, you are
Yes, ma'am.
audible.
You are audible.
I think there is some internet
sorry.
issue from.
Yes,
Can
I
you
think
repeat your
from
question?
sir side.
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. You were asking a question. Can you repeat it again? Can you repeat it?
Ma'am, I am saying, is there any other instrument, means so that any other instrument alternate to lyophilization so that we can use in lab?
Any other instrument then?
Substitution for
Any other instrument than lyophilizer?
No, other
Other
than
instrument
lyophilizer.
other than
Yes,
the lyophilizer
other than lyophilizer.
to form the nanoparticle, is it to dry the nanoparticle? Your question is there any other equipment other than lyophilizer to dry the nanoparticle? Is it?
Yes, sir.
You can also use the rotaweb or the spray dryer. These two are also common materials used to dry it for the encapsulator.
Okay, sir. Thank you. But we can not use these in labs now. These are for large scale. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. That was an amazing session. Thank you for sharing your great knowledge with us. Your insightful contribution and dedication have significantly enhanced our academic endeavors. Thank you for your valuable time, effort, and commitment to excellence. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Mamta Bishnoi Professor in School of Medical and Allied Sciences, to present a memento of appreciation to Professor Liu Kai Bin, sir, as a token of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Madam, your voice is not audible.
Madam, you need to unmute.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for this opportunity. On behalf of Department of Pharmacy, School of Medical and Allied Sciences, Galgotia University, we extend heartfelt gratitude to you for sharing your time, expertise, and knowledge with us. As a token of our appreciation and respect, we would now like to present this memento of gratitude to you, sir. Thank you once again for gracing our FDP and inspiring all of us with your valuable contributions. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Neha.
Visible? Visible? Sir, please accept this moment of appreciation from our side. Thank you, sir, very much for your time and effort and commitment to the excellence. Thank you, sir. Dear participants, our feedback link has been shared in the chat box for your input. Thank you once again for your active presence and the participation throughout today's session. A big thank you to everyone for your patience. And as we conclude, let us carry this inspiration forward, remembering that when passion meets purpose and the knowledge takes flights, new ideas are born and future shines bright. Thank you once again for being a part of this remarkable program. Wishing you all continued success, innovation, and inspiration in your professional journey. Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you all. We will reconvene tomorrow at 11 a.m. Until then, take care and see you soon. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Dear participants, we have already shared the feedback link in the chat box.
Hello, ma'am. Neha, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I don't know, but somehow I am not able to access chat box, sorry, ma'am. So I am not able to fill the feedback link, ma'am. Maybe some glitch or whatever this, but I am not able to open my chat box, ma'am, on Zoom app.
Okay.
Sir, you can email the link on the mail you have got the link from, and I will send you the link of feedback personally.
Dr. Neha, I have filled the form. Can I leave the meeting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I took the form. Can I leave?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Tomorrow the same. Ma'am. Tomorrow we need to join in the same link. Yes. Thank you.
Ma'am, where is the form?
There's tomorrow again at 11 o'clock. You can.
Ma'am, is there any solution for feedbacking
Sorry,
link?
sir.
Ma'am, I am not able to access my chat box on app, so I am not able to fill my form. So is there any solution? A message is coming for link whenever I am click on link, but it will not opening.
Hello everyone. Whoever is not getting their feedback form link from the chat box, you can also access it from the YouTube chat box. And for that also, and if you are not able to access it from there also, you can mail on the mail ID you have got the link from. You can reply to that, and the feedback form will be given to you from there. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am, I'm done with the filling of the form. Thank you so much.